You good because yours look good too.
Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing okay. So, welcome. And we've been talking about every morning this whole great resignation that's happening right now across the nation and how people are really just choosing to take a chance on themselves, to bet on their dreams, to get out of the workforce and do something different. And while we advocate that, we definitely want you to do it in a way. Somebody mentioned the other day they had quit and gone back 4 times. We don't want that to happen for you. We want you to be able to quit and stay quit. But it really does boil down to taking a chance on yourself. What's so amazing to me is these jobs are fly by night. Look at these airlines. They let all them people off, laid all them people off. And now they can't even hardly book a flight because they can't get enough people to come to work. You let all them people go to save money. You could have put them people on a paid furlough. You could at least give them people some of their money to keep them loyal to you, but you didn't do that. You cut the fat. You let as many people go as you could, and now that it's the Christmas season and stuff is picking back up, you trying to beg them same employees to come to work. They done cut the COVID quarantine from 5 days from 14. How you go from what? Let's come on, y'all. Let's just talk about it. Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead, Rose.
Where did he do that at?
Girl, at the place where they'd rather have you at work than sick,
But no, it's a
than
plan to that.
homesick.
It's a plan to that. And I hate to say it, and people may disagree. Don't get in my inbox about that because I ain't going to answer you.
I'm gonna
Don't do
back
that.
you, Rose, because I really think they still thinning out the herd.
Absolutely. And it's called herd immunity. They've noticed that they're balancing who will make it through and who won't based on the numbers that have been vaccinated. And they are saying, look, we just going to have to take a chance because we got to keep this economy going. And most
And
people
and
will
that's
just
what they're
get
doing. They're choosing the economy
over
over
over your
welfare
health. Yeah, absolutely.
because these
And
big manufacturers done went up to the government and said, y'all can't just keep shutting everything down or we're going to go broke. And the truth of the matter is, they have enough money to last for the next 10 or 15 years, but they are so profit focused
yep,
that if they can keep from missing $1 with COVID, they will.
absolutely. And we are the collateral damage. Now, and people may disagree. People have all kinds of viewpoints and everything on it, and I get that. I get that. But they will get it too when they get sick. Because see, it's a different story when you're well than when you're not feeling good.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Aisha.
Remember when you used to be sick before this COVID, when you used to be sick, you go to work sick, coughing and chucking at your desk.
So
Now,
do.
whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. And you like, why do you stay home? Why you sick? Now look at it.
I
Look at the
gotta
game.
go to work. I gotta
Yep.
pay them bills. Yeah,
If I
I
stay
call.
home, I can't get no check.
I call out sick on you in a minute.
And not
Use
only
them
that,
sick
go to
days.
work sick and stay at work, girl.
Yep.
Go to every
Coughing and
meeting.
spitting and carrying all over you. Ooh,
Sharing all
I'm
the
telling you,
germs.
before no COVID, we used to be real nasty.
Yep, that's what I was saying before
absolutely,
COVID.
coach.
What were you doing?
Absolutely.
What were you doing before COVID? Because if you was nasty back then, that means you're nasty today.
Yeah. You
That means
won't
you super
washing your
nasty
hands, you
now.
won't covering your mouth, leaving your little snotty tissues everywhere.
But that's the thing. If I stay in my house and work on my business, I don't have to run that chance of getting sick going to somebody else's job. I mean, we just risk a lot.
Yep.
Okay, let's just talk about it. We
Yeah.
risk a lot working for somebody else. And people's answer is always, well, I don't want to run the risk of working for myself. At some point, I'd rather risk on me and my resourcefulness than worry about what's next with somebody else.
hmm Well, they programmed us to think that the only way to make a good living or make a living, because sometimes it ain't all that good, is that you have to work for someone else. That someone else that you're working for decided to take a chance on themselves and build a company.
Yep.
Now, Rose, let me just say something now.
Come on, Coach.
Because every bit of what you say is true. Our parents did encourage us to get jobs, stay at those jobs, and this way. We didn't grow up listening to everything our mama and daddy said.
Nope, we sure didn't. They said be home by 12 o'clock. You come home by 2. Or don't come home at all.
I would make it by 11 or maybe 11:30.
Oh, I might make it by Monday. Oh, did I just say that?
Girl, in my household, you got PUT, OUT.
I have no curfew.
I'd be like, where's Rose?
My mama used to come looking for me. Oh, tell everything, y'all. If my sisters and them are watching, they know. It was embarrassing. I'd be in the dance on the floor getting down. Next thing you know, the lights go up. My mama stand in the alcoves. My mama stand in the middle of the floor. I see her. I go out the back. I go in the bathroom, so I go out the back door. Next thing I hear over the loudspeaker, Rosie, I know you in here. Mama black. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Well,
I got some stories.
And so these jobs, they're laying us off at will, firing us at will, making up rules by the day. 1 minute you got to get your vaccine. The next minute quarantine for 14 days. The next minute quarantine for 5.
The next mean don't quarantine for none. Just come on and let it all hang out.
Yep.
Yep, just hang out. Come on, let it all hang out. We all be sick together.
That's it.
You know, because think about it. If everybody at the company got COVID, then everybody can walk around coughing and, you know, at their desk together. You know, all together. They like togetherness.
Yeah. You know, but I promise you, Rose, at some point you're going to have to say to yourself, look, if I could do all this for them, I need to do it for myself.
That is true.
And for those of you who are struggling with a strategy, go ahead and schedule your call at bit.ly/Black Girl Profits Call, because we got to start giving ourselves credit.
Absolutely. Because I said it yesterday, I'll probably say it every day. They didn't hire you because you a slacker, a loser, lazy. They don't hire people because of that. They hire them because they see the gifts and the talents that you have. They ask you all kinds of questions. They see, and especially now, they go out on your Facebook. They see you turning flips and cartwheels, you know,
and taking pictures and going places.
Right? They see all of that. So they hire you because you just a fly-by-night loser. No, they know that you're a winner, but they also know that you don't know that you.
But exactly, you don't know you're a winner.
That's right, to that extent.
And we really just put too much overthinking into this build your business stuff. It's really just.
Excuse me, y'all. But I think, Coach, they put too much in it. And I'm guilty of it too. Because we work for companies big and small. We see how they run and we think we're supposed to mimic the same thing. But what we don't know is your business is your business. And if you are serving people, you don't have to serve the way that everyone else is doing it, because your clients will not be who everyone else is. Everyone is different. And I think sometimes we don't know how to embrace those differences. What y'all think?
Absolutely. I just want to shout out to the audience real quick. Good morning, Tiffany Shepard. I see you out there. Good morning, D. Morris. LaDavia said it's absolutely insane. Good morning, Latanya, and everybody else. But yeah, man,
I'm about to go get me a piece inviting people.
Look, I'm about to go get me a piece of pie on that one.
Oh, what kind of pie you got?
Girl, sweet potato and pecan.
Oh, Lord.
Sweet potato pie, my favorite.
I don't think I had one piece of sweet potato pie this holiday yet.
I didn't have.
Mm-mm.
Nobody made them. Nobody made them. None of my sister house, my mom.
Yeah, I better learn to find a good grocery store.
It
Some
don't taste
grocery
the
store have
same.
ain't them in the back cooking.
It
Yeah,
don't taste the
some of these
same.
stores here, they
I
do.
promise they
They have,
do.
they have our Betty Sue back there and Liza Jane and all them back there cooking in some of these stores here. No, they made some in my family, but I don't know. I guess I ate too much turkey, lurkey, and dressing and stuff. I ain't had no room for no pie. Because I'm going to have to go stand outside in the rain and lose some weight. In the cold rain. But what y'all think out there? D. Morris said they ate all. Yeah, D, I know you had pie and cake at your house. You didn't need to make no turkey. All you need to make was dessert. Um, what y'all think about that? Y'all drop some information, some questions in the chat. That's right, D. They don't want to acknowledge you a winner. They want to try to beat you down so you stay there. You would think they would think if I treat her nice, if I give her some more money,
They're beyond that.
she would stay.
They're beyond that
Oh,
because we've conditioned them that it don't even take all that for us to stay.
right.
They've scared us into staying so bad.
Hmm. And that's why I don't fault the younger generation because, as you know, if they don't feel that they're respected
Oh
and
yeah, they move around.
they move around, they move
Whether
around
they've earned the respect or not.
right. And usually, it's because they're working in a jobs situation of old, and they're like, we ain't got to take this.
So like
And they don't. And the thing of it is, they don't just give it lip service. They move around. They leave.
Yeah, if they don't like something, they just go. I mean, they got room to grow, so I mean, it could be done just like that. You can move around. That's that age bracket where you can just do that anyway. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you can
So,
still make a
y'all,
comeback.
the new year is coming. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? I know some of you all out there have told your employer, deuces. Some of you, well, my thing is if you are thinking about going and you want to grow into that, start your business while you still have your job and let your job be your investor into your business. Funnel some of that money over to helping your business grow so that you can get out.
That's
Now,
true.
you may not build to the point where you're replacing that income when you go, but as we were talking yesterday, we were saying that once you go, the time that you were putting into your job, put that into your business. And you'll be surprised because you say, oh, I don't have time to do that. But when you're not working, there is so much more freed up time because you don't have to get up in the morning and commute. You don't have to be out there in the traffic. And if you need to go out, you can decide when you want to go out. There are just so many things that you don't need when you're not working. You don't need to go buy new clothes because where you wearing them to?
Oh, as soon as they figure out you doing something else outside of the job, they are micromanaging like crazy. Because once you share that good news with your best friend at work, and then that's it, word of mouth spreads, and next thing you know, it gets back to the boss lady, and next thing
that's
you
why you
know,
gotta do one or two things. You gotta number one, either have full disclosure and tell them, just don't tell them exactly what you're doing.
mm-hmm.
I always wrote mine off under nonprofit. You can write yours off under church. Certain things you tell them they're not gonna mess with.
That's right.
Okay, Okay.
I always wrote mine off under women's empowerment. Oh, I'm doing a women's empowerment speech here. I'm doing a women's empowerment speech there. Oh, so they rooted me on.
While you was root little pig and on out the door.
D said they always knew I was baking cakes, but it got worse. Yeah, because they knew you could work and had an oven on at the same time. Girl, they were real mad. But it goes down there. Sometimes you got to stop letting your right hand know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you only learn that. Bad about that.
You learn that the hard way, though.
Yeah, but we run our mouth.
Yep.
That's why I fuss at y'all for Mimi chatter. Look. We tell our kids we finna quit cooking. Don't tell them you finna quit cooking. They will figure out you finna quit cooking when ain't no pots and pans banging in there.
That's true.
I'm sick of y'all not doing the dishes. I'm finna quit cooking around here. You give them time to sell their heart to it. Oh, well, she finna quit cooking. Let me save my little money and give me $2 dollar burgers at McDonald's. Now I'm gonna spring it on them.
That's true.
It's gonna be midnight before you realize ain't nothing in there. I go in there and boil some celery and onions.
make it smell good in the house.
Hey, Cola Jean, you're welcome. I go in there and put some celery and onions.
Hey, Cola. That's my girlfriend from the Bahamas, y'all. Where
they'll be walking around all day, all night, thinking some dinner about to be served any minute. They go on in there, girl, and ain't nothing in there. But that old wilted celery and onions, girl, they gonna be ready to fight.
Oh my goodness, we were just talking about that at my cousin's right before Christmas. How when you cook up the vegetables, the celery and the onions, how the house smells so good, and you think it's a whole lot of food going on. You go in the kitchen, and there ain't nothing but celery and onions.
That's how I'm gonna do that. And we do our man like that too.
Yeah, we
put him on warning. We ain't finna get him none. That's it. So we let him get ready.
That's true.
We need to start springing stuff on. Let me tell y'all. That's why I used to tell y'all all the time about your job. Go in there and do the burr. Mm-hmm. Now the burr is the burr minimum. Mm-hmm. But don't look like you doing the burr. Walk fast. Keep a pen in your hair.
In your hand.
And a pad.
Always have some paper in your hand. Always look like you just type fast on your computer. Keep your headset on. Girl, I would have my headset on, not be on there and call. This is how I kept people out of my office. Because I would keep my headset on, see somebody coming. Yes, I do agree with that, Bob. But yes, I do agree with that, Bob. But girl, go on and find somebody else to help you. I am on a call. Yeah. I would book meeting times with myself. My girl, because my calendar was private. All it show you was whether I was booked or not. Because we had people, girl, that was real fly. They'll go put meetings on your calendar if they see you open.
Sure will.
Girl, I would be so booked it up. You have to reach out to me for a time. And then I either only have 15 minutes or I have a hard stop at a certain time.
Y'all catching this?
They don't realize this goal, Rose.
She running it down till she telling y'all how y'all catching it.
I'm trying to save y'all.
I would take my computer, my screen, and it used to be turned where if you walk by, you might can see what's on my screen. I started turning my screen on.
Oh no, my screen, you couldn't see my screen unless you came up.
I turned it around
behind my office.
Yep, you had to come behind me to see what was going on.
Another thing I used to do.
Good morning, ladies.
I used to leave my laptop on the dock and leave my purse on my desk. Leave my chair turned as if I'll be right back. I had a little pouch for my ID, my credit card, and my car key. And so if anybody asks, where's Danielle? Well, it looked like she might just ran to the bathroom, looked like she'll be right back. Purse right there. If people draw inferences from things they see.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I didn't lie and say I wasn't in the building. Girl, that Mr. Troy would come get me and we be gone so long, girl. I be gone some days from 12 noon to 6 or 7 p.m.
Oh, wow. Time to go.
The building I worked in was so big. You don't know where I'm at in that building. All you know is my laptop is still there.
Your purse is there, so you can't be going far.
My
Nope.
purse is still there. I must be in a meeting somewhere.
And forgot to put it away.
And I leave my desk as if I'm coming right back.
Yep.
I'm going to leave some notebooks out, some pens out. My chair going to be turned like toward the door, not toward my desk or under the desk. Like I just turned around and walked out to go to the bathroom real quick. Come on now, y'all.
Let me tell you, can I tell a little story?
Girl, tell it.
I left my desk like that one day, Coach. Papers everywhere. And got sick. And didn't go to work the next few days. And all that stuff was still on. Do you know when I came back, all that stuff was still just like I left it. Still piled up on my desk. Still papers over here, papers to the left, papers to the right. File open, pen sitting in the file. My desk, it was sitting right there waiting for me when I came back.
Well, Rose, that's why you have to have a team.
Yep.
Because I had partners in crime that would go after a certain hour and put the laptop in my locked drawer, clean the papers off, push my chair under, and make it look like I came back.
And went on home.
I even had people that sent an email or two, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
sometimes I
Coach,
would come back and send 2 or 3 emails, girl,
and gone out the door.
and go right out the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cola Jean, we giving you ideas to look at how your people, what's going on in your office when you be looking for your people.
D. Morris said one girl did that and had a wreck before she could make it back to work.
Oh, wow. And it was like, well, I thought she was at work.
That's why you got to have people to cover for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But I'm telling you, when you stop giving them everything, you can give yourself something.
That's true.
And I'm not even telling you to do your job that way, but I bet the mass majority of us do way more work that either we were hired to do than we're paid for, than the person next to us does. Dig these blues. Listen to what I'm saying. Because I had some boys in my office that didn't know how to do no work. And then found out they made more than me because they quote unquote had families. Kiki said one girl left and went to jail.
She was on hours. On weekend time.
LaWanda said, I have a meeting today with my 4 owners. I have doubled their money. When they started, when I started, they have only 61 kids. Now they have 147. I stopped the turnover. Every time we have a meeting, they add more to the list. Girl, if you don't ask for, what keeps you? Let's talk about it.
That's another thing.
What would keep you? Because you have a good defense. Good morning, Lisa Lennon. Sometimes we don't keep up with what all we've done. You have documented your accomplishments. What would keep you from not only asking for more money, but low-key demanding more money?
And if they tell you no, or whatever, like Coach said, you slow down a little bit, because can they handle those 147 kids without you? without your strategy, without your time. Think about that. Think about that.
So
And
Cola Jean said, being an owner of a business, these are the challenges we have to put up with employees. Not if you treat your employee. So let's talk about that. I went from being number one in the world several years in a row to shenanigans. Why? I found out people made more than me. I found other people was doing less work than me. They always wanted to take my teams that were number one, give them to somebody lazy, and give me some trash. I had way more employees than everybody else. Everybody else that was a VP at my level had about 4 direct reports and about 30 indirect reports. At one point, I had 15 direct reports and almost 300 people rolling up to me. I acted a fool because they made me act a fool. They created a fool. I'm a business owner right now. My people don't treat me like that because I don't treat them like that. You get what you give. You get what you give. Everything I do, when I make money, my people make money. And that's how that goes. And everything I do, I consider my people. So if when you a bad business owner, you're going to get bad results from bad people. And that's just the truth. You want your people to change how they act. I'm going to give you an example. I was a performance manager for over 1,000 people. I was a performance manager for 1,100 people. When I left, they didn't tell the 1,100 people I was leaving. They said they didn't want to have any morale issues. I don't know how one person could cause morale issues with 1,100 people, but okay. Do you know those 1,100 people went from being number one to being last place? Why? I made sure they kept their paychecks right. I made sure they celebrated holidays. I made sure they had days where they could wear jeans. I made sure work was fun. I related their bonuses back to their ability to take better care of their families. When you take care of people, see, you can't make nobody give 100%. I don't care how hard you beat somebody. You can't make them give 100%. People have to want to give 100%. People got to want to work for you, y'all. And you know, I was hard on my teams. I was. But at the same time, they didn't miss a birthday. They didn't miss a Christmas. I'd be in there with an electric skillet girl breaking all the fire marshal violating all the fire codes, cooking sausage and hot cakes. My team had their own cereal bowls. Oh, when it got down to like the 13th, 14th, and 15th before payday, my team ate.
Yeah, because
if I had to send somebody to get $20 worth of Church's chicken, 2 loaves of bread, some red soda, and some hot sauce, my team would be in there greasing, and everybody else. The day before payday, I'm giving out gas cards for performance. I know you ain't got no gas to make it to work tomorrow, baby. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
So this today we're gonna have a food contest, and I'm gonna give away gas card.
Now, Cola Jean, I know that to be true.
So, you know, you get what you give. Cola Jean said I had a very negative experience with some of my employees at the Learning Center. I did my best for them, paid them top dollar, but greed. And you know what, Cola Jean, if you look at the Gallup polls, and I'm not saying you're not correct, but if you look at the Gallup polls as to why people say they left their job, pay is near the bottom of the list. People say they leave their jobs because of who they work for. That is the number one reason. So I don't know exactly what was going on, but I will tell you that sometimes, just sometimes,
Good
managing
morning, Chiquita
people in
Margarita.
leadership is not quite the same thing. And even though we may say, I paid you top dollar, there's this survey that you do as a supervisor, as a leader, and it's called What Matters Most. And you give the survey to your employees, and they tell you what matters most to them as it relates to how they want to be recognized, how they want to be thanked. Some want public recognition, some don't. Some want increases, some don't. Some want handwritten gift cards, some don't. So what I learned is um if my recognition didn't match their expectation, I was off balance. I will tell you this too. There is a balance between being firm and still making sure you have everything you need. You can be too nice. It still works. And so at the end of the day, she said owners did not give a correct bonus for Christmas. I went in my pockets because if you show employees how much you care, they will work for you much more and better. And and they will.
That's true.
But I'm back to you, Luana. If they're not doing you right, slow down. Because you've conditioned them, you're gonna do the work whether they take care of you or not. Sometimes you got to slow down and show them what life looked like pre-Luana. What life looked like when you had high attrition. What life looked like when you didn't have all this new business. Yeah.
But see, that's a fine line that she's going to walk because she's already programmed them as to what she can do.
And that's why I turned into a shenanigan, because it was really too late for me to uncondition them.
Absolutely.
So let me get my time my way. I know that I do more work and still do in 2 or 3 hours than most people do in 2 or 3 days. I know this about myself. It's just the way I'm programmed. So I would go in there and get them my 2 or 3 hours worth of work, and I would take the other 6 or 7 for myself and leave everybody else to catch up. So it's up to you. You just got to get tired of being tired of the foolishness. And you got to be willing to go build yourself. Can you be as disciplined for yourself? That's what people have a hard time with. Mm-hmm. You work for yourself. You want to lay around and take naps. Start at 10, quit at 2. But now you work for them people. You be there at 8 and can't leave till 5. Don't wait, bro. Don't wait. But Betty said, don't laugh. You probably done the same thing too.
That's why I'm waving.
You ain't by yourself. But get on a job and be in there early.
Oh no.
It's just you have to give yourself a chance, but you got to give yourself the same tools, resources, and forgiveness that you gave a job. Y'all be out here trying to launch perfect stuff. I don't know, but I've seen behind the scenes at some top 100 corporations, and I can tell you they far from perfect. They're far from perfect.
Because she's too nice. I know Cola Jean.
Yeah, Cola Jean. Rose said you too nice, buddy.
She's a sweetie, and she does treat her people good. I know she does. She's
I'm
also
not
working.
doubting that, but there
She's also
is
working
a
in a
too
different
nice.
system. She works also in a different system than we do here in the United States. But Cola Jean is very nice.
But there's also a too nice.
Right, right.
See, sometimes you gotta let people know I'm not a killer,
But don't
but
push
don't
me.
push me.
But don't push me.
That's what Tupac say.
Hi, Verlin. How are you? Thank you, everybody, for sharing the broadcast. We appreciate it.
So, guys, Happy New Year. If you haven't already scheduled a call at bit.ly/Black Girl Profits Call to see how you can make your new year what you want it to be. Then make sure you schedule a call, guys. And above all else, take a chance on yourself, but give yourself grace. The same grace you give a job, because they don't always get it right. Give yourself patience. The same patience you give a job, because they don't always get it right. You know, don't expect perfection because you don't expect it at a job. With some of the stuff I've seen behind the scenes, shit, my company run better than some of these corporations. Hello? I was watching American Greed, girl, about PG&E.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrell, I know you know who PG&E is, Pacific Gas and Electric. And girl, just how they was blowing up whole communities, girl. Don't want to fix the pipes, don't want to do the right inspections, don't want to trim the trees. So they said, okay, if we quit trimming these trees, we can add X number of million of dollars to our bottom line profit. Oh, but you trim the trees so that the power lines don't touch them and burst into flames and burn miles and miles of forest land. So how can you just out of the blue stop trimming the trees? That's negligent. And then they put some underground pipes that was supposed to be welded on both sides. Then they increased the pressure in the pipe, and girl blew up about 4 blocks. These are Fortune 100, 1,000 companies making millions of dollars a year, making negligent, gross negligent mistakes, killing hundreds of people. And your shit got to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, they ain't worried about nothing but making their money. But you gonna hold yourself hostage till you get it just right. That doesn't make sense. I'm not saying put trash out there. Lord knows I'm not. But you got to ask yourself, is this going to kill anybody?
Right. What's the worst thing that could happen? And if it doesn't kill them, and it doesn't make them sick, and
but Luana said, you know, I love them kids. Why come people
why they can't do right? Because everybody's do right looks different.
And because your do right has to be a do right about yourself. We got to stop allowing people, we got to set our own boundaries. We can't love what we do so much. So if you're doing all that, sis, why come you can't come and create a program to show other people how to do what you're doing and make millions of dollars? Sometimes our pain is not pain just for the sake of pain. That pain is God telling us we don't need to be in that place anymore. It's time for you to move.
That's true.
You've grown beyond being there. It's time for you to lead your own ship.
That's outgrowing your position, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the discontent is what you just said, Coach. The discontent is not necessarily just because of how your employer or the company is running. It's just what you said. God says it's time for you to move somewhere else. You can take those skills, and that's where the programming from a job has come in at, because you can take the same skills that you've learned, taught, brought with you and change it into your own business.
Or we don't even do this. And I'm going to say this and I got to get out of here. If they're not paying what you deserve, go down the street and get somebody else to hire you at what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
See, we have such loyalty to things that are not loyal to us. We don't want to leave our man, but he'll leave us.
Oh, shoot, in a minute. Good
I
morning,
was your
Major.
lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Mhm. Because
Was
if they're
at your side when no one else was there, helping you get on your feet. 11 years. Yeah,
sacrifice. But yeah, because if a man is discontent, they're not going to stay discontent
he's
long.
not.
It's how
Right.
they
He's
built.
not going to stay for the kids.
Nope.
He's
Nope.
not going to stay for you.
Nope.
If he don't like how his life is looking, he going to get up and go.
Yep.
So I advise you, when you get tired of your situation, you need to get up and go too. Because if he was tired, he'd be gone.
Yeah.
Just like the job. Your job get tired of you, you gonna go.
One way or the other.
Don't matter, yeah. Don't matter how long you've been there. So when you get tired of your job, who says you can't just go down the street and get another one until you can get out on your own?
And there's people out there who will pay you for what you're worth, what you were looking for when you was working that job.
Yes,
And
sir.
I learned that once I left that job. I went somewhere else and they was like, "Oh, how much you want?" I said, "Oh, 37. Oh, no problem. Here you go." I'm like, I worked for this company for 18 years and they wouldn't dare get close to this. Oh, okay. So that's my.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
guys, it's definitely up to you to make the right choices. I'm going to get out of here this morning, but thank you, Rose, Asia, Tyrell, and Ursula for stopping by this morning. We're going to continue these conversations every morning around 7 o'clock. So make sure you not only subscribe so you can get notifications, but make sure you tune in as we kick off the new year, taking back control of our happiness and our money. All right. Love you guys.
See ya.
Bye,
Have a good day.
everybody. Have a great day on purpose.
Yes.